Newcastle United 2, Man City 3. Before the game, wouldn't expect anything less in the sense of generally thought Man City would beat us, but it's the manner of how you get beaten. Encouraging moments in the game. Not going to get too much onto the plays, but back to the same old questions for me. It's just decision making from the management staff, how and himself. I'm not having it. Don't care what anyone says. I'm not on this Eddie Howe out. I say it every week. I'm not on that bandwagon. Too early to be calling that. Some people are fed up. You've got to put things in perspective. Can't keep blaming the injuries, but it still plays and leads to a part of where we are today. Our bench is non-existent, basically, but we still have a bench. I'm going to get onto that. First goal City scored, beautiful goal. All the goals were beautiful for City, really. Don't care what anyone says. There's no consistency. Gordon gets fouled. But for me, the play is switched off. A lot of space on that right-hand side for Walker. A few times up against Burns. Crosses it in. Silva, you saw what happened. You know the rest. Then this is where the bipolar effect comes in. Did a watch along. I was absolutely gassed with those quick double goals. I thought after the first goal, we thought, okay, let's try that. One or two passes, try and beat their high line, try and beat the offside trap. No one can handle Gordon or Isak's pace. Beautiful goals. I was absolutely gassed. Absolutely beautiful goals. 2-1 up, going into half time. Am I thinking we can do this? I weren't sure, but I was encouraged. But to be honest, Man City were all over us until we had our spell, a little spell in the first half. And the crowd were up for it, and they were up for it again when we scored twice. 2-1 going into half time. I weren't like silly to think, you know what, we could actually win this. But I had hope. And it's the hope that kills you. It's the hope that kills you. We always lose in the last minutes. We can't hold the lead. We get leggy. I said it. I said the script before it happened. We get leggy by 55, 60 minutes. And then you saw what happened in the second half. Man City carried on as usual. The whole half literally dominated, battered us. I felt we kind of fought back a bit. We kind of like started to just fall back and not really try to go forward. We try and defend it. Try to defend the win. Never happened. They equalised. I knew it was coming. And I thought, okay, these next two games, City and Villa, we've got to get at least something from those two games. We're in big trouble. We're 10th right now. For me, the season is done. FA Cup, don't see us winning that. It's hard right now. I'm frustrated, but I put things in perspective. But the second half, felt like we felt back. It was 2-2. KDB, everyone's sucking him off now. He's back. Blah blah blah. He's class. Let's keep it real. And going back to the first half, I actually thought if Isak gets that third goal, I'm not saying necessarily we'll win the game, but it makes the game a tad different. You know City can come back. Even with a two goal lead, they can come back and not only draw, they could win. Second half, all over us. KDB made a difference. You could say our players were leggy. What I don't understand is, I say it every week, and people, there's always a debate online and etc. My narrative is the bench is there for a reason. If players get injured, you got a bench there. If you got 4 injuries, it don't matter how young or what positions you're gonna put on the legs. For me, fatigue is just like an injury to me. It's almost like a forced disability. Your legs are gone. Kieran Trippier for that last goal. We'll get onto that. It's not. I don't blame the players half of the time. It's more of the management for me. And people say, who are you going to put on? Yeah, there's a bunch of school children. But from my point of view, I'm just like, you know what? I don't care. Just put on legs. Just put on some fresh legs. Just put on some runners. Just put on some fresh legs. Because you see the game's going away from you, or possibly. So just put on some fresh legs. I'm not an expert. Just my opinion. I'm seeing the same thing play out time after time, and it gets frustrating. Is there a plan B? Can we even do a plan B? Who knows? So the frustration is there. It's the way you lose every single time. It's like a last minute goal. It's horrible. The hope that kills you. It's heartbreaking. And it's the same script game after game after game. Love to hear your thoughts. There's so much debates going on how out this, that, blah, blah. But to end this, my thing is if you got a bench, use it. Love to hear your thoughts. Peace.